some drugs. Oh, she just asked me for some drugs. Oh, she just asked me who my plug. Oh, 20,000 on my rug. Oh, treat it like he can't be touched. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. If you treat me right, then I'm gonna treat you better.
What's going on, YouTube? And in today's video, I can finally say that I own a gray New Balance 992. This is a shoe that I've been waiting on. This is a shoe that a lot of you guys have wanted me to cop. So it's finally time to sit down, take a look at it, and review it, and give my honest thoughts. You guys know that I am a huge lover and supporter of the gray New Balance. I think it is the greatest thing ever made. I will die in the gray New Balance for the rest of my life. There's no such thing as too many pairs of a gray New Balance in your collection. And for the longest time, I've been wearing the 990 V4, the V6, the 991, great shoes. But all I ever wanted was a gray New Balance 992, and the time is finally now. About 2 summers ago, I bought a gray New Balance 992 that I had mentioned in my last video that was $50. It was destroyed. It was from 2006. It disintegrated on my feet. That pair died. It is now hanging above me, and I just look at it like a classic art piece. Every day I walk past it and I'm like, man, I really need a gray 992. And I knew that they were coming out that summer I bought that shoe, so I waited. And then in March of 2025, this year, New Balance had re-released the gray, black, and I think it was the all black pair and the Nimbus Cloud. They released 4 pairs, they sold out instantly. They told no one, and I was not able to grab a pair, and I was just so frustrated. So every day I checked New Balance's website to see when they would restock, and it took months. And by the time they restocked again, it was Action Bronson time. So I bought the Digitalist Purpurea and the Tiger Eye. I had no money to spend on just a gray New Balance pair. So I waited, I waited and I waited and I waited. I was very patient with this. So I finally went on New Balance the other day in class, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I need a size 9.5. Why don't they have a size 9.5? I click on the 9.5. I said add to cart. It said sold out. I said click, and then it still showed that add to cart. I was able to add it to cart. I purchased it. 4 days later, the shoe is in my possession. I now have a gray New Balance 992, brand new, all for me. So I'm excited to break this shoe down, get into the materials, the comfort, and just how amazing this shoe is, and just break it down. So let's get right into it. So the 992 is one of New Balance's most classic silhouettes. It goes back all the way to, Steve Jobs rocking this pair. This is a very historic New Balance pair that a lot of people don't know about. This is a classic sneaker. First thing I'll talk about is the upper of the shoe. This upper is a 99X model, so obviously you're gonna get phenomenal quality. It's made in the USA, so the suede is super soft and premium. You got this nice thick woven mesh that actually feels really good. The Action Bronson pairs have that open hole mesh. I really like this mesh a lot more. It feels more secure. It's still breathable, but it feels more durable. You get these nice nubuck overlays that kind of go throughout the shoe and kind of hold it together really nice. You get, like I said, this beautiful suede. The tongue is super plush and it fits around your foot so well. The back is just covered in suede, and you got USA branding, reflectives. You get the small N, which is, like I like to mention all the time, the small N is my favorite thing on New Balances. I love the big 990s, but these little small N's have a special place in my heart. The mesh kind of just holds it together, and the overlays just all come together like any other made model, and it's just fantastic. The laces, I like them, are these thick woven laces that you would get in a 993, or you would get on any other pair. They're not just the single cotton laces that you would get on a 990. These are really great. They're thick and they don't come untied. You get really good 992 branding on the tongue, as well as you get the made in USA stitched in on the back, which I love, and then the 992 reflective 3M on the side. You get more New Balance branding on the back with this nice heel clip with this super clear silver material on the inside. Overall, the upper of this pair is a 10 out of 10. It's durable. I literally cut the shoe apart so I know how good it's made, and I was stunned to see how much stitching goes into it, how much quality, how many layers. This pair, seeing the anatomy of it, I have so much more respect for it simply just because of that. So next we'll talk about the midsole, and then we'll work our way into the comfort. This midsole is very chunky. This is a very dad shoe aesthetic. This kind of yeah, it is a dad shoe aesthetic, but it's not. It's very stylish. I really love this midsole. I think this might be my favorite made midsole. I just like the two tones, and I really like just the waviness to it, the sleekness, the smoothness. It just looks really good. You do get these nice SBS absorb pods on it that not only add functionality, but they look really cool. I think they look just as good as like the little ones on the 991. It's a pretty thick, chunky heel. Like, it looks very strong and sturdy, which it is. The best thing about this midsole is you get 3 layers of technology. You get SBS absorb, you get end cap for stability, and you get this nice C cap foam that really adds the comfort to it. So you get 3 pieces of technology in this shoe, and that explains why it is so comfortable. You know, this probably is my second favorite, third favorite, most comfortable New Balance because of the stability as well as the comfort. I mean, all made models have that stability to it. Like, I mean, even the V6, which feels like a boat sometimes, this pair is still so sturdy. It's the most sturdy New Balance I think I've put on my feet from the made line. You feel so cemented to the shoe and into the ground, but also have such a smooth roll from heel to toe. The 993 is great too, but it doesn't have the stability. This pair right here has the stability and the comfort right out of the box, and it only gets more comfortable the more you wear it. Like, for all day comfort, for any event, the 992 is the most comfortable shoe, in my opinion. I like the V6 a lot if I'm walking, but I know if I'm gonna be standing and walking and moving around a lot, the 992 is where I'll go. I don't have much experience with the 992. I just started wearing it this year. I'm not really gonna count that pair I had that fell apart on me because I didn't have it from box fresh to used. I just had the tail end of its life. So I'm really starting to, you know, enjoy the 992. I've been wearing both Bronson pairs and I love them. I probably wear the 992 the most right now. Usually it's the V6, but for right now I've been rocking the 992 more than any other New Balance. You know, the outsole is great. I wore these for the first time today. I just had to get them straight to feet. You have a nice little pattern on it. It's like a super thick rubber outsole. It's got endurance. It's like a tire tread on the bottom, and you get this really cool 992 branding as well as the New Balance branding on the bottom. Super great outsole. It really doesn't ever wear out, even if you tried. Even the pair that I have behind me, like, there's still so much tread on the outsole. Yeah, there's some obvious signs of wear, and the outsoles did start to chip off, but for the most part, it's a phenomenal outsole. You're really not gonna get a better outsole on any other sneaker. For the sizing of the 992, this is very tricky, and this is something that I struggled with. Made models are very hard to find the right size for some reason. I don't know why they do that. When I buy the New Balance 992, I go a half size down. The first pair I ever bought was the Joe Freshgoods. I bought it in my true to size, and yes, does it fit? Yes, but I do have heel slippage. So my recommendation is to go a half size down. For the last 3 pairs I've bought, I've got a half size down, and it fits like perfect. Like, no complaints at all. I've got just enough room as well as enough comfort. It's just perfect. Go a half size down. Sometimes I say you could go either or, you can, but I highly recommend a half size down. Overall, this shoe is an absolute 10 out of 10, and I think with wear, it will catch up to the 990 V4 and the 990 V6 for me as far as my favorite lifestyle shoes. I really do think this might be my favorite shoe of all time, right next to the 990 V4, but only time can tell. I love this shoe. It is the most perfect lifestyle shoe. When you want like a good everyday lifestyle shoe, this is it right here. It's chunky, it's slim, it's everything you want in a sneaker. It looks fantastic. You get bonus points for the heritage of the shoe, you know, the history. This shoe is so rich and historic. Yes, it's $200 retail, but it's worth every penny. Any other made model is the same thing, but this is just such a super special pair. I'm so in love with it, and I will be rocking this till I die. I'm gonna run through this pair, and then I'm gonna go buy another pair, run through that, and it's just gonna be a non-stop cycle. This will be my everyday driver pair for at least a year. You know, I'm not gonna completely wear test it, but I'm gonna put it through a lot of tests as far as, you know, just seeing what it's capable of. I love this shoe. I'm gonna wear it Thanksgiving with my family. I'm gonna wear it to Christmas. Like, I'm not gonna take this shoe off. And I'm also gonna keep wearing the Bronson pairs. I'm so obsessed with the 992 for the comfort, the stability, and the looks. You could style this with anything. This is the most ideal pair. And I'm so glad that I finally got it in gray. I opened this pair in front of my mom. I was like, Mom, come check out the shoes I just got. And I opened, she's like, you literally just wore those in here. I'm like, Mom, no, I was wearing a 991 V1. These are 992. She goes, they look just the same. I'm like, no, they don't. So maybe I'll make a difference video on all the gray New Balances because my mom thinks I'm going insane because all my gray New Balances look the same. Overall, this pair right here is a true 10 out of 10. It is perfect in every way. That is a subscriber of mine. His handle is Yes to Shoes. He has been saying for the last 6 months, get a gray pair, get a gray pair. How about that, man? Yes to shoes, yes to the gray 992. I finally got it. So I'm excited to have this shoe, excited to wear it, show the signs of life. I'm gonna, you know, just document what this shoe looks like over time and keep moving forward. So Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the gray 992 or just the 992 in general, and what you think of it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.